Forbidden Door is this Sunday live from the O2 Arena in London. So we've got to do some predictions for it, don't we? Last time we did an AEW predictions video, it was all in. Here are the results. It didn't go well for me. Obviously, the Sons of Texas won the 8-man tag. The Conglomeration won the 8-man tag. FTR beat the Outrunners, and the Ops beat the Death Riders. Those were matches that weren't announced by the time I did the video. MJF won the men's casino battle royal winner. I said it was going to be Darby Allin. Dustin Rhodes were a four-way that for the TNT title, which was supposed to be Garcia and Cole. So I'm calling that one null void, even though I did get it wrong. Swerve and Ospreay did beat the Bucks. Athena won the women's casino royal. I even mentioned Athena, and I was gutted when she did win. I'm obviously happy for her. I think definitely deserved to step up. But why did I not pick that? The Hurt Syndicate won the Fatal 4-Way for the tag. Toni Storm defeated Mercedes Moné. Okada beat Omega, as I predicted. And Page beat Moxley, making him the new AEW champion. Now, let's move on to Forbidden Door. We start off with the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia in his corner. It's an all-English affair for the biggest belt in Japanese wrestling. I think it will be Zack Sabre Jr. I don't see a reason why Nigel McGuinness would win this. It'd be a good technical spectacle, as he won on Collision this week. I think it'll be a very good match, but I don't see Sabre Jr. Losing the biggest belt in Japanese wrestling right now to Nigel McGuinness, who is at best part-time in terms of his wrestling. I'm not looking forward to it, though. It'll be a very good technical wrestling match. Very British technical match. But yeah, I'm going to Zack Sabre Jr. for that one. Next, we have the Tag Team Championship match. The Hurt Syndicate taking on the winners of FTR versus Brodito. I'm recording this on Monday, so we've not had the results of that one. I think that Brodito will win, even though we had them FTR try and injure Bandito on Collision. I think they'll still get the win off the back of possibly some interference from Copeland and Christian. And then that will come into play later on. So then I think it'll be Brodito versus the Hurt Syndicate. Now, Bobby Lashley has stated that he's coming for the world title. Well, MVP said he's coming for the world title. If MJF wins the world title. I think we'll hold for now, and I'll keep it on the Hurt Syndicate. But I do think the time is coming for the Hurt Syndicate to lose the tag titles, just off the basis that I think Bobby Lashley will be coming for the world title sooner rather than later. But for now, I think we'll keep it with the Hurt Syndicate. Next, for the TNT Championship, Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi. This is very much a AEW versus New Japan Pro Wrestling match in itself. I don't think Kyle Fletcher will be losing the title. I think he's doing some fairly decent stuff with it. I don't know who would be earmarked for his next opponent, but for this, it is a one-off for me, and I don't see Takahashi having the belts going forward. So we're going to go Kyle Fletcher to win. But again, another good match from two good wrestlers. Next, for the TBS Championship, a four-way: Mercedes Moné, Persephone, Alex Windsor, and a member from Stardom who has yet to be announced as at the time of recording. I think this is probably the best way for Moné to lose a TBS title and get her moving up to the world title picture. Am I willing to say that Windsor's going to win this? I think she will. I'm going to put my neck out on this one. I think Alex Windsor will pin one of the other two, leaving Moné without a title of 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or however many she's got this week. Just so that we can move Moné away from the TBS and onto the world title. I think a four-way where Windsor pins somebody else is the ideal, because then you're keeping Moné strong. Windsor can then go off with the TBS title, and Moné can then look at moving on to the world title. Speaking of The AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Timeless Toni Storm versus the Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena. This is Athena's title shot she earned at All In. It was a call the shot whenever you want. I'll get to this with MJF as well. I'm a bit surprised. Why didn't you just say you can have the match at Forbidden Door? I like Athena. I think she's ready to come up to AEW World title picture. I think being the ROH champion for so long, we need to move her off that and into this. Similar to with Moné. I'd like to see a 4-way between Athena, Storm, and Moné, to be honest. But I think Toni Storm will keep it for now, off the back of like a roll-up, something cheap, and kind of escape with the title, which gives Athena a right to have another crack at it, basically. So I'm going to go for Timeless Toni Storm, and I'm not sure whether I'm correct with that, but yeah, we'll go Timeless Toni Storm. I feel like I'm playing that one today a little safe. Next, for the Unified Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland. This will be a match and a half. There is nobody available at ringside because it's unified rules, similar to what they had with the Continental Championship, where there's specific rules. No one allowed at ringside. I don't think you're allowed out of the ring or something like that. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, it's similar rules to that. It's in the wheelhouse of Okada. It kind of keeps Strickland and Okada one-on-one. But as they keep saying, Okada is the tournament wrestler in a sense. And I feel like this is tournament style rules-ish. So I think Okada will be keeping that belt for a little bit longer. I think that Swerve will put up a fairly decent showing. There's a few good matches in this card, and I'm looking forward to watching it back when I come back. But yeah, I think it will be Okada. Next, a showcase match. The Rated R superstar Adam Copeland and Christian Cage team together for the first time in over 20 years on pay-per-view. Only 25 years, I think it was. Against Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. I think that Copeland Cage lose? No, they can't lose. No, they're going to win. They're going to win. And then there might be something with FTR later. I was going to say FTR get involved and cost them the match. And then we'll move on to FTR going forward. But I think that they'll win this match. They might get some form of distraction involved. But it's going to be Copeland Cage for me to win the match. It's good to see them back together. It feels like 2001. So, but yeah, we'll see how they combine together, to be fair. Next, the AEW World Championship is on the line as Hangman Adam Page, the champion, takes on MJF. MJF being goaded into this match by Adam Page using his guaranteed shot after he tried to gain a world title shot whilst also having the guaranteed title shot, and then they've both shots have been put at Forbidden Door. I don't know why they didn't say World Championship shot at Forbidden Door. This feels like a bit of a wasted endeavour. I do think MJF will lose. I think it will stay with Adam Page, and I'll be interested to see who MJF feuds with next, because he has been feuding with Mark Briscoe. There's a earmark of Bobby Lashley on the horizon. Now he's been booted out of the Hurt Syndicate. I think Page will win and move on to whoever next. Whoever that may be, I don't know. But yeah, I think Page will walk out as champion. Maybe not convincingly, but definitely Page will win the match. And finally, it is lights out, steel cage. The Death Riders of Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli teaming with Gabe Kidd and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, against Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, and the Golden Lovers of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. A lot of people. Mad that the healthiest one on the Darby Allin team is Darby Allin. I think that the Death Riders, they need something back. They're getting a bit stuck in a sense. I think this might be the one that they get back, unless the Bucks take the pin. But yeah, I think Death Riders should win this with the Bucks. It makes more sense for them to, I guess. My thinking is that Moxley losing this, where does he go from here? After that, obviously he's got his feud with Darby Allin. Ospreay is kind of feuding with the Death Riders in a sense. Tanahashi's been brought in to make up the numbers, I guess. And then the Golden Lovers have their issues with the Young Bucks and stuff like that. So it's a bit kind of thrown together a little bit. Yeah, but I think that I just feel like if the Death Riders lose this, what's next? What happens next for them? So I feel like it has to be the Death Riders. Maybe Darby Allin gets something in on Moxley, and we end up with a match for two. It's going to end up with Moxley versus Darby Allin, some way, shape, or form. I thought that would be the match at Forbidden Door, but it's obviously not. But yeah, it's very difficult to predict this one. This is probably the one I'm not unsure about, or most unsure about. So I'll go with Death Riders, just on the basis that I feel like they need the win more than the other team. But let you guys know what you think in the comments down below. Who do you think will win each match? What do you think of my predictions? Like this video if you have. Subscribe if you are new. Until next time, guys. Take care.